This is the Pevex Serenity 40 inset. And this is our sort of first impressions, unboxing, first look at it. Please like and subscribe. So it's a pretty standard, typical 16-inch inset stove. And I've not seen one of these before, I've not used one before, so it really is new to me. The handle feels quite nice. It's got like a proper clunk to it. The other thing that installers will like is this whole inner part of the stove comes out, and you can, when you can imagine fitting one of these stoves isn't easy, but with this stove they have made quite a lot of effort to make the installation a lot easier than it otherwise would be. The other thing is, I believe, I might need to fact check myself on this, but I believe it's completely British made. And when I say British made, I don't mean the con where they have it all the panels and all the stuff made in China or wherever, and then they ship it over and they sort of bolt the door on and say it's British made. I believe this is actually British made. So I like that as well. I like the handle. It's got a sort of no, that's my thermometer, ignore that. It's got a sort of the what do you call it?
Surround.
Yeah, the
Casing.
The frame that comes around this. Normally these are like just a thin bit of metal, but this is like almost got like an air gap, so it's quite thick. It comes out sort of 3/4 of an inch, let's say, maybe as far as an inch actually, but that's, I think that's a sort of very subjective like it or don't like it thing, but I don't know whether there's any sort of efficiency advantage to it coming out slightly. It sort of looks nice, it frames it properly. That must be an air control. We've got an upper air control as well, but it doesn't appear that we've got a riddling grate, because it is multi-fuel. So we've got some instructions, we've got some gloves that are sort of covered in dust from the bricks, and a tool which, well, goes into the handle, so that's all quite good. Oh, if you push it with that, you scratch the front. So you open and close the door with the gloves, but the tool, I mean, yeah, I think you do this and that with the gloves or with your bare hand if it's not hot. It does have the ability to do that, but I think the main purpose of this is as a thing to remove the. Come on, get it right, Gabriel. No. We've got grate and an ash pan, but let's just okay. So that does actually work. It's just that obviously it's never been touched before, so that won't have been placed. It would just, it's just been chucked in the fireplace. So we've got a static cast iron grate, and that means it will be more focused on wood burning than it will coal burning, which is a good thing in my view. Particularly the way the industry's going, it's all about renewables and wood burning now. So yeah. I think that does work. Initially I was thinking, oh, flipping heck, I can't get it out with the tool, but yeah, I actually quite like that. If I was being really picky, I might say I'll put a block in the back of it so that you can't push it in, because if you push it in, I can't get it without pulling it forward with the other side. But because you can't get this out with it forward, you have to bring it back, then it comes out absolutely fine, and it goes back in absolutely fine. So yeah, I think that's just a thing that you'll solve yourself just whilst using it. I really like that. I like the sort of, sometimes you get stoves with like a piece of glass sort of built within a metal door, and so you've got a metal front with a bit of glass. This is obviously the whole front of the stove is a pane of glass, which is lovely. Very, very sleek, and it's got a little, it's got a logo, but it's very, very discreet, sort of hidden within the glass, and you don't notice it unless you're looking for it. What do you think, Aim?
I don't really have too many opinions on it at the moment.
I mean, yeah, this is the thing with inset stoves, isn't it? That they are all, they're all much of a muchness.
Yeah, they look very similar, so I think that it comes down to how
it works.
How it works, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Just looking at their installation instructions very quickly, from an installation point of view, this stove is an absolute dream. I know that doesn't affect most users, but for installers, this is such a well thought out stove.
And I suppose that bodes well for the rest of the stove, doesn't it? If they've taken care for...
Yeah, I'd hope so. I mean, we'll find out, won't we? But either way, thank you very much for watching. We'll have a couple more videos. There'll be a review. There'll be sort of how to disassemble all the interior. So check those out at the end of the video. But otherwise, thanks for watching.